What's going on YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be and welcome back to the mobile gaming recap for the final week of June. Summer is officially upon us. We got July 4th right around the corner. A lot of stuff is going on, but right now it's time to talk about some games. Let's get it on. All right, so let's go ahead and start this episode off with the biggest new releases, Auto Chess and DOTA Underlords. Now, this represents this brand new emergent genre that we haven't seen in quite some time. Now, if you think back, we had MMOs, right? Those were the new hotness. They blew up and they cooled off. Then we had MOBAs. Those blew up and then they cooled off. Now we have Battle Royale, which is still kind of in the process of cooling off, but that is still a very hot genre with Fortnite, PUBG, Apex Legends still kind of on fire right now. But here we have a brand new genre in auto chess. And the cool thing about this genre is that it is a very simple game as far as like building. It's not like building a whole world like an MMO, right? So this genre is gonna spread so fast. Faster than MOBAs, faster than MMOs, definitely, and faster than Battle Royale, because the concept is very simple. And I think what we're gonna see, especially on mobile, we're gonna see a ton of clones come out extremely quick. You know how fast mobile is when it comes to cloning something that's popular. You ain't seen nothing yet. And the funny thing about that, I am super excited to see clones of this game. Now, team fight tactics with League of Legends is amazing, Dota is amazing, but I cannot wait to see what other IPs they basically gravitate to. Are we gonna see a Star Wars auto chess? Are we gonna see anime auto chess games like Naruto, Dragon Ball Z auto chess? Are we gonna see, and I know this is happening, I already know this is happening, Hi-Rez is definitely working on maybe like a Smite Paladin auto chess game. I mean, it's literally limitless right now with how many different IPs can be thrown into the auto chess formula and actually work. And I think on mobile, we're gonna get something that is, anime focused or is attached to a big IP. Mario, like Nintendo auto chess, maybe that's too far. Nintendo's not gonna do that, but I'm saying, opening this genre up to a bunch of different IPs is going to be the big thing. I think mobile is really going to benefit from this genre, and I cannot wait to see a really hype IP and shorter matches, like a turbo mode, which I know they've already started to kind of talk about. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen, in the midst of a brand new genre, a genre that's absolutely exploding right now. It's a fun concept. Like I said, my only beef with both of these titles, Auto Chess and DOTA Underlords, is they feel a little slow for mobile. So if we can knock that out, get a really awesome IP, speed up the games a little bit, this is the next thing. So pretty cool. Auto Chess, ladies and gentlemen, and DOTA Underlords, both available on mobile. Check them out. Moving right along to our next big release, Magia Record or Magia Record, a brand new hero collector with the Fate Grand Order combat system, just slightly modified, all waifus. There's gonna be no dudes in this game as far as I can tell. And so far, so good for me. I've always enjoyed Fate Grand Order combat, and I think the tweaks that they made in this combat system that's kind of set it apart from Fate Grand Order, I think really work. The connect system I absolutely love because it kind of takes away a little bit of the RNG that kind of plagued Fate Grand Order when you're looking for a specific attack and you have to rely on basically like a deck pool in order to get the card that you want to actually do the attack that you want. You can kind of mitigate that a little bit with the connect system in this game. So it's everything I loved about the Fate Grand Order combat system, just slightly better with all waifus. Not to mention the soundtrack is absolutely stellar and the enemies. I always harp on this on almost every game that I play. I think a lot of people kind of phone it in when it comes to enemies. Some games, and I'm gonna throw a little bit of shade to some games here. Review Starlight, for example, all of the enemies in the campaign are so boring and so samey. They took like the same model and they just kind of copy pasted it 100 times. Games like DC Legends, for example, who have no effort in the enemy selection whatsoever. I love when games have really unique enemies that kind of try to break the mold. Not just goblins and dragons, but literally a schoolgirl with no head that shoots school desk out of her hoo-ha. Gotta keep it PG-13. So really crazy. There's like this there's this clock that you fight. The backgrounds are so like, it just looks like an artist was given free reign to just be like, hey, make the weirdest enemies and the weirdest backgrounds you can possibly think of, but put some hot anime chicks along with it. And that's basically what you get with this game. I love it. My only beef with the game right now is it feels like stamina is just like hard to come by. You can run out of your stamina really quickly in this game. So hopefully you like PvP, because that'll give you something to do while you're waiting for your stamina to refresh. So that is that. This game is now available. Give it a try. Magia Record. Now, switching gears to some smaller titles that also released this month. Now, I don't consider any of these 3 titles like must plays. However, if you are a fan of the genre of these games and you're looking for just something a little bit different, these are high enough quality, I feel, to at least give a try to. So Shop Titans is a brand new shopkeeper tycoon simulator type of game where you sit in your store and you sell weapons and armors to adventurers as you basically kind of build your shop empire. So this is not a unique gameplay format. However, this game is brought to you by Kabam, the same exact company that brought you Contest of Champions. So if you're worried about a game maybe not standing the test of time and not being supported, at least you know it's coming from a pretty big developer in mobile from Kabam. So that's Shop Titans. Also released was Nonstop Night 2. I actually don't have much to say about this game. If you played Nonstop Night 1, it literally feels like, for better or for worse, it literally feels like Nonstop Night 1. I don't even really know why the game exists, but I'm pretty sure some hardcore aficionados of Nonstop Night 1 know all of the differences, but kind of like my casual glance at the game, it felt pretty much exactly the same like part 1 with just slightly cleaner graphics. But hey, Nonstop Night 2, might as well play part 2 instead of part 1. There you go. And then last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, Craft Legend, a game where you can be a legend in crafting. Now, the best way to kind of sum this game up is bootleg Terraria. That's pretty much it. Moving on. All right, so that will do it for games that are released. Let's look ahead to games that are on the horizon that will be coming soon, starting off with Astral Chronicles. Now, this is actually a pretty interesting one. So they did a soft launch for Android where you can play the game, your progress will not be wiped. They ended the soft launch, meaning that no new accounts can be created. If you already had an account in soft launch, you can continue to play, but right now it's shut down for new accounts, period, as they anticipate global launch. Now, they do not have a date for global launch, but hopefully when global launch happens, it'll reopen for Android, obviously, and hopefully also for iOS. This is a pretty good title. I do have a video recorded for this, so be on the lookout for it. And of course, we'll also cover it when it actually officially globally launches a little bit later this summer. Now let's keep going when it comes to games that I have no firm release date on. Fist of the North Star Legends Revive is on the way as well. You can pre-register for the global version right now, and I highly recommend it. It looks like a pretty good title. So more to come on this one. And also Mobile Legends Adventure. Now, I've never played Mobile Legends, the MOBA game, but they basically took all of their MOBA characters and IP and they threw it into an idle game. So all these other companies like Dota and League of Legends, they're taking their MOBA characters and making auto chess games. Mobile Legends Adventure is making an AFK idle game, and it actually looks pretty good. I'm gonna be playing this one. So they have announced that US is on the way very soon. You can pre-register for this one. So definitely jump on board, and I will of course be covering this bad boy day 1 when it comes out. But once again, I don't know when it's coming out. All right, now for this one, we kind of have a release date window. That's better than nothing. Summer 2019 will see the release of Pokemon Masters. It looks pretty good. And of course, I'm gonna be playing this bad boy day 1. Why wouldn't I? Love to see like a more traditional Pokemon game on mobile. So can't wait to see how this one turns out. And finally, it looks like the Game of Thrones IP is actually going to be used to create a real game. So it looks like they're building a strategy RPG using the Game of Thrones license. More to come on this one. I think you can go ahead and pre-register for this one on the official website. It looks pretty good from the screenshot. So I'm glad to see a Game of Thrones game that's not a browser game and not a city builder. So looking forward to it. And last but not least, when it comes to releases, this game is actually out and available to play globally finally. So I have the list of countries on the website, but for the most part, you should finally be able to play Another Eden no matter where you are. Amazing game, give it a shot. All right, so let's go ahead and end this video off as we always do with the quick hit, starting off with Valkyrie Anatomia the Origin. Now, recently I just got back into this game, and coming on July the 10th, there will be a login event which will allow you to select any character that you want in the game. Now, I don't think it's going to apply to collab characters, but I could be wrong. But a really good opportunity to jump into Valkyrie Anatomia the Origin if you have been kind of on the fence, you've been looking at my gameplay, maybe you quit the game game at Global like I did, good opportunity to come on back and give it a shot. Speaking of comeback events, Alchemist Code is also running a comeback event, exactly what you might expect. There's login rewards and all types of goodies designed to catch you up so you can start enjoying the current meta of the game. So the number one game that I'm thinking about coming back to is King's Raid. Now, I used to cover this game on my channel all the time. I had like a King's Raid video almost every day. Eventually I got burned out because it was just one of those games that you just kept on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week as it auto grinded. And eventually I was like, am I actually playing anything? So now they have a brand new feature where you can do all of that grinding that you used to do and you had to be online to do. You can now do it offline. So you can grind out all of your stamina now offline. I'm like flabbergasted because that completely changes the way that you would play this game. If you can do all of your grinding while you sleep without having the game on or your computer running and then come back and actually play the game in the morning, that is pretty awesome. So King's Raid, number one game on my list to come back to. I definitely want to check it out. So all you King's Raid vets, don't forget to leave some pro strategies down below. But FG coming back to King's Raid. Can't wait to check it out. Over in the world of Review Starlight, they've added a brand new feature. Co-op raiding is now in the game. This game desperately needed just something else to do every single day outside of PvP and events. And now, hey, we got co-op raid. So the raid bosses don't really, like, they're not like Air of Light raid bosses, like, let's be real. So I don't know if this is going to be the thing to keep people engaged in this game, but it seems like they have been listening in regards to adding different types of content outside of events, adding the ad gotcha, which is good and bad. It's amazing that you can get so many free pulls in a game by watching ads, but having to log in knowing that you're going to be watching ads for like the next hour is not very fun either. But hey, they're trying some things. So Review Starlight, new content, check it out. Final Fantasy Brave Exvius is now celebrating its 3-year anniversary. So as you might expect, there are login bonuses and all types of free goodies to go around. Usually during an anniversary period, that's a really good time to try out a game for the first time or come back to a game because you know the game is just gonna be throwing all types of rewards at you. Once again, designed to help you kind of catch up and get acclimated to the current meta. So Final Fantasy Brave Exvius celebrating 3 years running. Crazy. And to end this episode of the Mobile Gaming Recap, Brave Frontier Part 1, not Part 2, has a collaboration with Tokyo Ghoul. So pretty cool. What a crazy story with Brave Frontier. The fact that they came out with Part 2, it crashed and burned. Now they're like, you know what? Let's double down Brave Frontier Part 1. So there you have it. That will do it once again. My name is FG3000. Thank you so much for watching the Mobile Gaming Recap, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later.